I just want to go over a little bit of this before I put all the answers in. See, something like this, I know that this is 396. And the way I do it is I know that 99 is more easily written and computed like that. So this is 4 times 100 minus 4 times 1, 396. And these are using the distributive property too. I think importantly, maybe I better just do this one to make sure you've got it. This is 4 times 2 x's, which is 8 x's, and then 4 times 3, which is 12, and that equals 44. Now, there's two things you can do here. Divide by 8, right, to get 1x, or subtract 12. When you're doing equations, it's usually best to go in the reverse order of operations. So it's easier to subtract 12 and then divide by 8. Eight divided by 8 is 1, and x is 4. And I will put the other answers in. Okay, you might want to pay particular attention to this one. It's a tricky one. And this one, there's a lot of ways to do this. So, if you got the right answer, that's probably the only important thing. These are pretty basic. I don't want to spend a lot of time on them. I will put the answers in, and then you can hit pause. What is important is that when we multiply and divide, the units get multiplied or divided. So this is 20 times 6, which is 120. And then you can actually put pound feet, but it's called foot pounds. Foot times pounds. So you're actually multiplying the units. Same thing here. This is 24 inches times inches, which is inches squared. And this is 2 times 2, 4, x times x, which is x squared. And there's the answers to those. You can put this on pause and make sure you got them correct. So, this is the important idea that you cannot add or subtract terms that are not the same. But you can multiply or divide them. So let's go through here. This is you drive 100 miles on 4 gallons of gas. Can you add 100 miles and 4 gallons? The answer is no. You can't add. Those are completely different. It's like adding dogs and cats. Can you subtract them? No. Can you multiply them? Absolutely. It would be 400 mile times gallons. And this is a lot of students, you didn't answer these. The meaning of my answer, it's meaningless. I have no idea what it means. So just because I can do it doesn't mean it makes any sense. Can you divide 4 by 100 miles? 4 gallons divided by 100 miles. Let me reduce this. That can be reduced to 1 over 25. 1 gallon per 25 miles. Does that make sense? Absolutely. 1 gallon per 25 miles. And can I divide 100 miles by 4 gallons? And I can divide that, and I get 25 miles per 1 gallon, which is completely, you understand what that means. So I'm going to just do one of these and then just write the answers in. So let's try this one. I'm going to do this the long way. 600, there's a 6, and there's 1 0, so that's a 10, and then there's another 0, so that's a 10. Then it's times 3, 1 10, 2 10s. So let me multiply. The order doesn't matter. So there's 18 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 tens, which adds 4 zeros. Well, 180,000. Easier way of doing it is just 6 times 1 is 6 followed by 1 0. 6 times 1 is 6 followed by 2 zeros. 80. 8 times 1 is 8 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Go back 3, 800,000. 7 times 2 is 14 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. $14 million. So hopefully you can understand how easy this is. So I want to go over a couple of these just to make sure, and most students got this one wrong. So this is 9 times 10 times 10. 2 zeros means 2 tens, right? And 3 times 10. 9 divided by 3 is 3. The tens cancel because 10 divided by 10 is 1. You multiply by 1, it doesn't change anything. And I have one more 10. Of course, an easier way to do it is 8 divided by 4 is 2. One of the zeros cancel. That's one of the tens. And I have 2 left over. This one here, well, it's 6 divided by 2. That's pretty simple, right? That's 3. And then I have x cubed, which is x times x times x. And y to the fourth, which is y times y times y times y. And that's over x times y times y. One of the x's cancel, and 2 of the y's cancel. So my final answer is 2 x's, or x times x, which is x squared, times y, which is y squared. Usually we don't put the multiplication signs in. These are order of operations, and it follows this please, parentheses first, exponents second, multiply and divide, same order as they come, add and subtract. So if you follow this, you're going to be in good shape. For this one here, and I'll put the answers in a minute, but this one here, let me rewrite this out a couple times. Just to show you, you can only do a few things, so you might as well just, does this work as it is, right? You're going to put parentheses around 2 numbers, not 1. Does this work as it is? Not really, because the first thing you have to do is multiply. So you get 12 plus 4. 16 minus 1 is not 35. So you could try this first, but that's not really going to help because that comes first anyhow. You could try this second. See if this works. 6 times, well, you would do this first, right? 6 times 6 is 36, minus 1 is 35. So there's the answer. And I'll put the rest of the answers in. Okay, so you might want to put this on pause and look at my answers here. You can see where my parentheses are. I tried to work it a little bit so you can see the steps.